I love a leadership convention. I'm one of those rare Canadians. I'll watch one on TV, and not just the speeches, I'll watch the entire thing. It should really be classified as some sort of psychological disorder. But the Conservative Convention did not disappoint. The keynote address by Ralph Klein was truly inspirational. You could sense the unity in the hall as every single person listening to him began to think the exact same thing. Everyone smiled for the cameras, and maybe the people at home won't notice that he's rambling and not making any sense. And all those references to family. That was really refreshing. Because, as we know now, the Liberals and the NDP hate families. They hate everything to do with families. So it's nice that the non-family haters in Canada finally have a party that they can support. But clearly, the star of the entire weekend was Stephen Harper. When he took to the stage to make his acceptance speech, for the first time I thought, this guy could be the next Prime Minister of Canada. And you know, a lot of people in this country, they don't care who the next Prime Minister is because they think all politicians are the same. And sometimes that's true. This is not one of those times, because you can accuse Stephen Harper of being a lot of things. Boring, dull, whatever. But one thing you can't accuse him of being is a Liberal. That's what he's not. In fact, that might be his greatest asset. But the big difference between Martin and Harper has nothing to do with Conservative or Liberal. It has everything to do with foreign policy. Look at the war in Iraq. Martin says he's glad we're not there. Harper says if he was Prime Minister a year ago, we would be in Iraq. And seeing as that war doesn't look like it's going to be over anytime soon, if Harper wins the next election, Canada might still have a kick at the action. In fact, if Harper becomes the next Prime Minister of Canada this time next year, we could be a nation at war. Well, that's a hell of a campaign slogan. Funny that didn't come up at the convention.